Hey, it's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Thursday, January 19th. So welcome to the very last day of Capricorn season. Yes, it's going to be a little bit heavy, a little bit weighted. We have a lot of emotions, a lot of roles, a lot of responsibilities kind of weighing on us. The existential dread is becoming a little bit bigger than it has been because, of course, we are bringing the whole entire Capricorn season that has been very low and slow to an end, to a completion point. Now, yesterday, we just had Mercury go retrograde. That is a huge push. Our mental plane trying to come awake, trying to focus on the future, but very focused on the weight, the pressure, the intensity, the ever want, need, and desire to change and not really know when it's coming, when things are going to get better. And tomorrow, of course, we're going to move into Aquarius season, sudden shift in energies, and we are moving into the new moon in Aquarius window that will be taking place on Saturday. So there are 7 different energies here today. All 7 of them involve the moon. The moon will be moving out of this Sag energy into this Capricorn energy. We will see the moon go void of course from 5:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 2:13 p.m., where we will shift into that Capricorn energy. So that's why it's going to be heavy. Why it's going to be weighted. We're going to get some cap on cap energy and intensity really weighing on our headspace, on our heart space. But first, while the moon is still very much in Sag energy, we are going to enter into the boxing ring and square off with Neptune. This is going to be a hard call because there's a lot of heaviness, a lot of weight, a lot of fears, a lot of doubts and insecurities coming up and really blocking us from staying positive, from focusing in on what it is that we want to experience, what it is that we want to manifest. We're having a hard time staying optimistic and confident. And this is definitely going to overwhelm us with a lot of the negative frequencies and vibrations. The moon will sextile Saturn, though. Saturn, the ruler of the Capricorn season, ready to essentially dethrone, although really just changing seats, as Saturn is the traditional ruler of Aquarian energy. We have a lot of duty, a lot of accountability, a lot of responsibility weighing very heavily on our shoulders. And the moon in Sag sextiling, which is a great energy, with Saturn, the Lord of Karma, ruling over rules and responsibilities and systems and structures in Aquarian energy, we're hyping ourselves up. We are trying to see the great big picture, and we are trying to be as positive as possible on how it is that we are going to make our current circumstances just a little bit better. The moon goes ahead, bumps into the true node in an awkward kind of way. We don't know what moving forward actually looks like. We just know that we have to get the F out of here. This present moment, these circumstances, this energy, this weight, we need to get it over with. We don't know what that means for us. We just know that things have to get lighter, things have to get brighter. And of course, it's always darkest for the dawn, and we are about to see that dawn when the sun moves into Aquarius season. The moon goes ahead and actually goes void of course. So this means that things are shaky, they're uncertain, they're unstable until we lock into this brand new energy. At around 11:25, we have the moon still very much in Sag energy, but void of course, making an awkward interaction with Pluto, the great transformer. This is giving us a little bit of the observer mentality for us to see where the negativity, where the fear, where the insecurity, where the doubts are coming up in us in order to override that pattern and actually turn that pain into power, turn that darkness into light, and empower ourselves to boss up, to take control of the situation and actually moving forward. We have the moon still void of course, making an awkward interaction with the sun, shining a bright light on this gap, this adjustment period. Things haven't quite ended. Things haven't quite begun. We're stuck in this awkward intensity, this give and take, this push and pull, and it doesn't feel good. But what we need to focus on is the long-term goals, what it is that we are going to stick it out for, what it is that we're going to endure in order to actually see the final outcome. 207 is the very last aspect that the moon in Sag will be making. Yes, still void of course, and this is going to be with Uranus, the great awakener, who is preparing in a couple of days to also go direct. What we're getting in this particular interaction is a shock to the system, a lot of restlessness, a lot of anxiety. We're trying to think big, we're trying to stay positive, but there are a lot of physical pains and aches in our physical body and circumstances in our physical realm right now that's dictating to us where we're trapped, where we're held back, where we're restricted, where we're heavy, where we're weighted. That is absolutely normal because we shift into this Capricorn energy at 2:13 p.m. and then 8:30 p.m., which is quite a span of time. The moon in Capricorn is going to get into the boxing ring with Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion, who is in Aries energy. And this is definitely going to distract us from our to-do list, from our focus, from our end goal, from our dreams, from our vision, from our discipline. This is definitely going to throw a little bit of a scatterbrained energy into the mix. And with Mercury just coming out of a retrograde, we have to work really hard on the mental narrative that we're allowing to take up space and energy in our mental plane. Jupiter turns the volume all the way up on these impulses to take moves, to make some changes, to, go out there and pursue a brand new path. But the moon in Capricorn needs us to be grounded, safe, secure, stable in our choices and our decisions, to have logic and practicality, really pushing us to have a strategy before we go ahead and actually take action, which of course many of us are going to see over the next week.